Hey everyone, as you know, I've been down in Gatlinburg. I gave you a walkthrough of the cabin I stayed in during my time down there doing some research. This video is going to be a little different. We're going to talk about why I picked Gatlinburg area. Why don't I do a cabin somewhere else in Alabama or Colorado or something like that, but why Gatlinburg? So stay tuned, I'm going to talk about that. Also, if you like this video and other videos I put up, it helps me a lot if you'd like and subscribe. Before I really get into Gatlinburg, let's talk about my two criteria I'm really looking for in a short-term market. The first is there has to be an attraction in that area that is not going away. Gatlinburg has a Smokey Mountain, so unless that mountain gets up and walks away, we're going to have an attraction in that area. The second is it has to have an established short-term rental regulations in the area that isn't going to be changing. Gatlinburg's been getting visitors for a long time, and it actually prides itself on its tourism. $1.3 billion benefit was given to the economy last year due to tourism. Now let me say that again, $1.3 billion. Short-term rentals aren't going anywhere in this market. If you want more in depth on what my criteria is when I'm looking for a short-term rental, I did a video on it, check it out, it's on the channel. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty as to why this market works for me in my strategy. We just talked about it a second ago. Tourism brings $1.3 billion into the economy of this area. That is 234,000 jobs that rely on tourism. So if tourism goes away, 234,000 jobs go away, $1.3 billion the economy in that area goes away. Couple the national park with the ski resorts, we're going to talk about a little bit after, and all the infrastructure being built downtown. Gatlinburg, I was there 5-6 years ago. Completely changed with all new stores there, all new things to do, more cheerlifts, more rides, and then Pigeon Forge right around the corner, continuing to grow, more shows and things you can do. And tourism doesn't stop in the summer with the hiking. There's skiing in the winter, there's other things to do in the winter. It's more of a year-round thing, so I don't have a lull throughout the entire winter where I'm having to cover the short-term rental while no money's coming in. All right, number two. This surprised me. Google it, check it, I'm not lying. The Smokey Mountain National Park is the most visited national park in the United States. In fact, last year, over 14 million people visited that park. Heck, even during the pandemic, 12 million people visited the park during the pandemic. Now, it's a wonderful park with wildlife, hiking trails, waterfalls, and everything. But one of the things, too, that drives it to that park, it's a drivable destination, and it's free. I mean, how many national parks can you go to that's free? I can't even park at Leominster State Forest without paying a parking fee. So we talked about the 14 million last year, the 12 million the year before, but has it continued with that increase? So I took a look at it. From 2016 to 2021, the amount of people that visited this national park went up 21% over that time frame. That's over 3 million more people visiting the park. So demand is still there, it's continuing to grow, and while I was down there, there were new short-term rentals being built on the mountain, there was new short-term complex being built near Shorewood Forest, so the economy sees the demand. The builders see the demand. I want to talk about appreciation first. We talk about cash flow a lot, but I want to talk about appreciation. If I'm looking at the appreciation in this area, it's been crazy. I looked up a house today that sold recently. Previously, it sold in 2016 for $241,000. In March of this year, it sold for $695,000. That's an equity gain of over $450,000 in 5 years, or $90,000 a year. I know that's not in our pocket right now, but look, that's wealth and how you build it. No, that's not going to be a normal growth throughout the entire time. It's going to continue to grow at a quicker rate than other parts of the United States. Don't get me wrong, it does cash flow too. The market itself, according to AirDNA, has a $281 average nightly rate at a 77% occupancy. That's pretty high. If you do the math, that's almost $80,000 in gross revenue out of a 2 to 3 bedroom cabin in the area. So yes, you're going to get the appreciation play, but also the cash flow is going to be there for you. Right now, if you're watching this in the time frame I'm taping this, which is May 2022, the interest rates are going up, which means the cash flow is not as good as it used to be. But guess what? I've done the math. It's still there. I'm still going to invest in this area. Also, remember, I was talking about new buildings going up, new complexes going up that are geared towards short-term rentals. What that's telling me is the demand is still too high for the amount of cabins there. So the cabin demand is going up. The amount of cabins being built is not keeping up with that. Therefore, the average nightly rate is going to continue to grow over time. So maybe I'm making $20,000 a year right now, but 20 is going to become 25, going to become 30 as the years go on. And heck, who knows, maybe we can refinance one day and even get a better rate on it. Hey, I hope this helped you out a little bit as to why I targeted the Gatlinburg area for my next short-term rental. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions or comments about things, and always reach out. I'm here. See y'all later.